This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. The Nets will look to their home court advantage, just one game here in Brooklyn. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season. They can only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Yeah, you know, these are 2 rival teams that will see each other a fair amount this season. We'll see which team can tip it off with a win.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, Butler teamed with Dunleavy on the perimeter. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's Rose in at the point guard position.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
Guys, the Bulls defense was as stout as ever last season. A big part of that is they have guys that challenge you inside and at the rim. Even off the bench, all of their bigs are mobile and protect the basket.
And that is good. Lopez has got his first 2 points of the night. Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against Cleveland.
A lot of firepower coming off the bench in that game really allowed them to escape with victory.
I thought the bench was the X factor for them. You can't rely on that kind of scoring coming from the reserves every game, but when it shows up, it's a nice weapon.
It's the Nets now. The Bulls knocking down the 3. And Jack kicks to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shot clock at 6. And here's Young from the arc. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. They get Paul Gasol.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the 3-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws. You know, last season, Thaddeus Young was moved from Minnesota to Brooklyn, guys. A good move for everybody involved as he helped with the playoff push.
Passes it to Gasol. The kick out to Rose. Here's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from 3-point range.
Young last year, as you mentioned, GA, shipped to Brooklyn, provided good punch off the bench.
And Young is so efficient in his scoring that he's a great guy to play heavy minutes off the bench. Shot over 50% from the floor in his games with the Nets.
Here's Butler. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Bulls shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
Now here is Jack. Here's Lopez. No luck. Great defense that time from Noah. Chicago's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. And it's Butler missing.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Johnson, that's for 2, and he hits the jump shot. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Butler passes to Dunleavy. The dish to Gasol, out to the wing. Rose kicks to Gasol. Lets the 3 fly. Dunleavy's shot is off.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Here's Young, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Earlier, I spoke with Coach Lionel Hollins. He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lane. He added, "You know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't let him get into the paint." Makes sense, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Young with the ball. Gasol covering. Just 5 on the clock. That's tipped. The Bulls leading by 3. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Chicago grabs the miss.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Noah kicks to Rose. He feeds it to Butler. Good defensive work there by Young.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Back to Johnson. There's the three. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got 3 assists tonight.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing the number of Clark ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch back to the basket, moves, facing up, makes free throws. Good offensive rebounder, capable passer. He just makes things happen.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Joe Johnson. And it's Bogdanovich in for Wayne Ellington. Now here is Jack. It's good. This game is all even.
And talking about Lopez, he does clean the glass on the offensive end. He was 12th in offensive rebounds last year. However, he was 44th in defensive rebounds. That's one important area he definitely has to work on.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Outside Jack. And the shot is good. Jack's got 5.
You know, getting back to Lopez, how good is it to have a guy with his offensive package also be a near top 10 shot blocker for you? That's what he was last season and several seasons before that. He's an all-star talent if he can just stay on the court and stay healthy.
Here's Jack after Pau Gasol's bucket. And Jack kicks to Bogdanovich. Robinson a screen on Heinrich. Here's Bogdanovich, and Gibson sends it back. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The drive by Brooks. The layup missed.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Jack dishes to Bogdanovich. And the 3 off target. 1 second left. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really...
And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened.
It's like a dream come true.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way 2 of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become 2 of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition.
Taking a look at the Bulls, the big men are Gibson and Noah. Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 slot. And the Nets making a change here. Young's checked in. Left side, Gibson. Back to Butler. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Rose passes to Butler. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Johnson kicks to Jack. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. And it's 7 points for Jarrett Jack.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. He have to love the newest stadium in the NBA here at Barclays. Very state-of-the-art, outstanding facility.
Yeah, the Nets have a nice home here. I bet they wish they were stronger here at home. Finished under 500 last season with a record of 19-22.
And you know, guys, that 19-22 record here in Brooklyn certainly a stain for the Nets. I mean, they would be the only team to make the playoffs in the NBA last year with a losing record at home.
And Lopez gets it to go.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Young with the steal. And Jack, here we go. Cannot hit. Some solid defense from Butler.
And with the Nets' struggles at home last season, they were simply outshot in this building. Also, they were the second worst in rebound differential at home, meaning they got killed on the glass here.
Jack against Rose. Lopez a screen. Lopez a screen on Butler. Johnson. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Dunleavy's shot is off. The Nets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Brook Lopez hits them both.
And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
Noah dishes to Dunleavy. Jack with the rebound. The Nets with the lead. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Johnson, good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice call. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Bulls trail by 4. Outside Butler. Dishes to Dunleavy. Right side, Butler feeds it to Dunleavy. Noah the screen, and Rose wide open. He shoots. Traps in the tray. Rose has got 5 points now this quarter.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Here's Ellington, kicks it out to Johnson. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Johnson's got 9 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Butler on the way. The pass to Rose. Shoots from the elbow. Noah wide open. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, take it himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. A shot by Ellington, no good.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
The kick outside to Butler. Pass to Rose. Noah the screen. Back to Butler. The tray. 4 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Dunleavy's shot is off.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And Jack kicks to Lopez. Ellington, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Nets lead by 3.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
There's the feed to Dunley. He kicks it to Gibson. Pass to Butler from deep. That's good. Jimmy Butler's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Lopez. Noah with the block. Jack against Butler. Lopez with the steal.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
Ellington, the pass to Young. Knocks loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Rose attacking. Can't connect from short range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And so it's a
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kip. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. And that's going to do it for now.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
And what a tremendous game for Butler. He has 11 points. 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Jarrett Jack is out there with Wayne Ellington. Then there's Johnson. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Young in at the power forward. So that's the group for Lionel Hollins as we begin the second half.
And last season, the Nets made sure nobody went off against them. They would lose games, but they did a great job of limiting an opposing star from taking over.
Can't hit from 12. Chicago's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Gasol wide open. He fires. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Against Butler. Johnson left side. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound. Dunleavy's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Gasol. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists in the game. Bulls made the postseason for the 10th time in their last 11 seasons. Last year, they have become a fixture, Greg, in the playoffs in the East.
And how about last season, Kevin, had that interdivision matchup in their first round against the up-and-coming Bucks. Some hiccups for them in that series, but they were able to prevail.
Mirotic has checked in for the Bulls. Brooks comes in for Derrick Rose. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And now a chance to look at Jimmy Butler. Great showing for him last season. 11th in steals. And he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And as we saw last year, I mean, a difficult guy to run the offense against. Constantly jumping the passing lanes.
Johnson kicks to Lopez. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Boy, in that playoff series against the Bucks, the Bulls looked like they were primed for an upset as they started slowly. Eventually pulled it together and came in as the underdogs against the Cavs.
Butler dishes to Noah. Kicks it to Mirotic. Back to Noah. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez.
And the Cavs knocked out the Bulls in 6 games. Bulls went up 2-1 in the series, but didn't have an answer for LeBron. Strong effort from the Bulls, though, but they just couldn't match the firepower of the Cavs.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Butler. And Jack kicks to Ellington. And it's blocked by Mirotic. Heinrich with it. He dishes it to Noah. Brooks outside. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the Bulls with another miss. Brooklyn trailing. Outside Jack. Kirk Heinrich with the rebound. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Mirotic passes to Brooks. It's stolen by Jack. Johnson dishes to Lopez. And the shot is good. Lopez has got the game tied up here for the Nets.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Lopez a screen. Outside Jack. 5 to shoot. For the lead. Jack missing again. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. He's way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Brooks misses.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difference.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And a new group in for the Nets. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Thaddeus Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Joe Johnson. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Wayne Ellington. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Passes to Brooks. Back to Mirotic. Swiped it away. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And good on the basket. Look it. Hollis Jefferson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Nets?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Now the dish to Robinson. To the wing right side. Gasol against Jack. Wide open. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Dishes to Heinrich. And that one goes long. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Robinson misses. Bulls trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
3-pointer, Heinrich, good. Heinrich's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there? Because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Now to the lineup for the Bulls. Mike Dunn, Derrick Rose.
Now Jack. He feeds it to Bargnani. Just 3 on the clock. And the layup's good off the glass. Bargnani's got his second basket.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
All right, now, everyone here at the Barclays Center.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. Bulls trail by 5. On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. Rose is the one with Butler as the two. At small and power forward, it's Dunleavy and Gasol. And it's Noah in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's good. Bargnani's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Nets. Chicago's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Here's Bogdanovich. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Stolen by Bargnani. And here we go. Fast break. Ellington's got the ball. Feeds it to Bargnani. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Bargnani. Shot from 12. And that one's good. And now a 9-point Brooklyn lead.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Rose goes in for 3. Dunleavy. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Poked away, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Johnson, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Nets leading by 9. Johnson outside. Lopez kicks to Ellington. Johnson the screen. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. But they'll get another chance. Lopez dishes to Bargnani. Here's Ellington. They grab their own miss. Lopez. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And the Nets lead by 11.
And listen, the Nets had an up and down year on offense last season, but the one thing they always did was finish their drives. Very good at getting things to drop off the bounce. That was a strength last season.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
For the Nets, and they're driving. They were fantastic, Clark. Second in the league last year in field goal percentage off those drives.
And a big reason for that is the strength and size of their guards, because they all can finish in traffic, and that's how you get high shooting percentages. You have to make tough shots against contact.
Bogdanovich passes to Bargnani. Trains it from 9 feet away. Bargnani's got 6 points in the quarter.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Dunleavy kicks to Butler. And here we go. And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
To the inside. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's Bogdanovich, defended by Butler. Bogdanovich dishes to Lopez. Just 5 to shoot. Can't get it to go. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Dunleavy the pass to Noah. He kicks it to Rose. Here's Mirotic. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight.
Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea. It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times. Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Lopez. From 7. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Nets lead by 15. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nets.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Yeah, I like the discipline, the self-control, and the patience, Kevin.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Jack. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Nets leading by 14. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Young dishes to Bogdanovich.
And it seems every season we see a player try and play through an injury. Sometimes it provides a boost with heroics, but it can lead to serious damage long term. It's a common practice we see, and some guys are pretty cavalier about it.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Thomas Robinson. Johnson comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Larkin. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gibson. Dunleavy comes in for Mirotic. Butler, he's checked in for Kirk Hinrich. And it's Rose in for Aaron Brooks. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Greg, a lot of NBA players do play through injury. Last year, for instance, LaMarcus Aldridge played most of the regular season with a thumb injury that required surgery. Mike Conley, Clark Kellogg, we saw in the postseason play with the mask with a facial fracture.
Yeah, and it's hard to make a blanket statement if it's good or bad for guys to do that. You just hope the player heeds the doctor's advice and doesn't do any further damage by playing injury.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Robinson's checked in for Lopez. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Joe Johnson. And it's Larkin in for Jarrett Jack.
No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's Larkin. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this.